Hola, bonjour, good morning, my beautiful people. This is John from USA London. Welcome back to Sunday Talk episode number 77. As always, I'm gonna go over some of the questions I received from you guys. Before I start today's video, I'm gonna wish you guys a happy Sunday. I hope your day is going well as planned. All right. So, without wasting time, let's get started. The first question today will come from D.I. Moses. D.I. Moses sent this message, which is I'm so excited about this one. Say, good news, guys. After the very long wait since on last year, on April 2019, that my wife filed for my I-130 today on my way driving back home from work. I got an email from National Visa Center, NVC, informing and notifying me that my visa interview has been scheduled to take place on the 16th of December 2020 in Lagos State, Nigeria, which is already past like 4 days ago. Nigeria. I never expected it. I'm so happy but sad somehow because I just left Lagos yesterday to Port Harcourt after a 13 hours drive, but I'm still super excited. For those of you in Nigeria still waiting, just know that there is a hope. Oh, I beg. I should share this good news with you guys. I really pray I can meet up with the medical and getting a new police report because my old police report is already expired. Thanks to all of you here for the constant love and support we show and give to each other. God bless you all. Well, this same person sent me another message, posted another message yesterday after he went to the interview, and I want to read that to you guys. Excuse me. He said, hey guys, another good news. Just yesterday, being 16th December 2020, I went to my CR1 visa interview and finally got my CR1 visa approved yesterday in Nigeria, Lagos Consulate. I'm so happy. It's been since April 2019 last year I started this journey, and now I'm already at the finish line. For many of you out there still waiting on your case, I wish you all success. God bless you all. Well, this is so inspiring. First of all, congratulations to D.I. Moses. It's not easy. It's not easy, wait for that long in order to get your visa or the immigrant visa to come and meet your loved ones, your relative. It's very hard. But, with a little bit of persistence and hope and prayer, he finally got his visa. And I'm so happy for him. I just want to read that comment to you guys also, so you don't get discouraged. You just keep pushing. And one day you'll get your visa, just like D.I. Moses. Okay, let's move to another one here. First, the first one wasn't a question, it was just a comment, but let's move to a question here. This one will come from Casinando Con Richard. Hello sir, I submit my wife petition today. I'm a US citizen and she's outside the US. How long will it take for it to get approved? Well, thanks for the question. Normally, if you are a US citizen and you petition for your spouse, it will take roughly 6 to 8 months in some cases in order for USCIS to approve your case. Okay, so you just have to be patient until the case is approved. Let's move to another question. This one will come from Julie. Let's see what Julie has to say. So Julie Ganu sent this message. Hi sir, my name is Julie. My husband is an US citizen. He filed for me. We did almost all the process in May 2020. NVC emailed us to apply for my visa, and I and my husband did the visa application letter, and they approved it. They said they were going to work on with the U.S. Embassy in Liberia to call me for interview appointment, but since May 2020, no response yet for immigrant visa interview appointment. Sir, please, any update for Liberia, please? Well, thanks for the question. I don't know if you've been watching my video, but I made a video the other day talk about 10 U.S. consulate that resume partial visa services, and Liberia was one of them. They resume partial visa services. So if you still didn't get your visa, your interview appointment yet, just wait or contact the U.S. consulate and see if they receive any document from NVC. But I'm sure if NVC schedule an appointment for you, they're gonna notify you. They're gonna send you on either email or mail in some cases, but mostly email, that they will send you email that they send your document to the U.S. consulate. Okay, all right, and let's move to another one. This one will come from Sadan. Let me see what Sadan has to say. Sadan Hassim send this question. Hi John, I filed a petition for my wife on living overseas in February 6, 2020. I received one letter stating my case was received and a receipt number was issued. I have not received any invoice number. Is this strange since it's 9 months and no document been sent to me. My receipt also start with IOA. Please help. Let me see here. I think when I replied to this person, he said he's a green card holder. So guys, what you're gonna understand is that most of the time when you petition for your spouse, you're a green card holder, the process is a little bit longer than if you are a U.S. citizen. Okay, it can take up to 2 years. In some cases before your spouse comes to the United States of America. So in his case, he says it's been 9 months since he sent the I-130 petition to USCIS. Well, you just have to wait a little bit. Hopefully by now you already received the letter, but if not, you just have to wait a little bit. Once USCIS approve your case and your case will move to NVC, National Visa Center, that's when you're gonna receive your invoice number and case number and invoice ID. Okay, but till now you just have to wait. Actually what I'm trying to say is, like, you just have to wait till the case is approved by USCIS first before we talk about the case number, invoice ID. All right, so let's move to another question. This one will come from Elizabeth. Let's see what Elizabeth has to say. Elizabeth Juso asked this question. Hi John, I got a question. When NVC accept all your document, is that means that your document qualify? Our document was submitted on October 2nd, 2020, and November 12th, 2020. My husband, which is a green card holder, received an email from NVC that they have accepted our document. Well, that's a good thing. Most of the time they don't review document of people who are affected by the immigration suspension that quick. But if you, in your case, you say you submit your document to NVC and then by November 12, they say they receive it. So I want to make sure if the case was sent to NVC or it was sent on to USCIS, because sometimes people get confused. They don't when they send the I-130 petition to USCIS and USCIS send them a letter, they receive a letter, they think that their document accepted by NVC. No, if it's the case, no, you just have to wait till the case and move to NVC. But if you guys already send your document to NVC, National Visa Center, and they send you a notification that they accepted your document to qualify, well, yep, it means if they accept the document, it means if they accept all the document after you pay the fees and all that, yeah, that means your document to qualify. Okay, don't get confused with receipt number and document to qualify. Two different things in two different agencies. One, the receipt you receive it from USCIS, and then your document to qualify by NVC in case you're gonna come to the United States of America on immigrant visa. All right, so let's move to another question here. This one will come from Rehima. Rehima Kiyana asked this question. Hi John, I received an email from NVC now a month ago. They say NVC and the U.S. Embassy will schedule an interview for my husband. I have an F-21 visa category. Up to now, I didn't receive anything. Can you tell me why, please? Well, F221 is a spouse of a green card holder. Just like I say, the process is a little bit longer. Not only that, since the immigration suspension started, and those people are affected basically by the immigration suspension, therefore the process even longer. And the other thing, if the U.S. consulate didn't resume visa services, you won't get on the interview appointment. Okay, that's two things there. First of all, the U.S. consulate has to resume visa services. On top of that, the immigration suspension has to end before NVC can move on with your case. Hopefully, the immigration suspension will end December 31st, like in 11 days. That way, we're gonna move that out of the way, and so a lot of cases can move on. All right, let's move to another question. This one will come from Ayeza. So Ayeza asked this question. USM, I'm just asking that when NVC complete reviewing our case, that timeline is approximately 66 days or more. After that, our case becomes documentary qualified, or when they just receive our document, then they send email that your case is documentary qualified. No, okay, thanks for the question. First of all, when NVC receives your application from USCIS, that's when they create a visa case for you. Okay? And then they will contact you, just like I explained to you guys almost every week in my video, the update video I make about NVC. So they will contact you and then send you the case number, invoice ID. Then from there you're gonna log in to the system, pay fees, and then submit all the documents, all the required document. Then after that, they're gonna review all the document and then make a decision whether you are documentary qualified or you are not documentary qualified. Okay, so documentary qualified means that they accept all the fees, they accept all the document you submitted. Okay, that's the main difference. Let's move to another one. This question will come from Hem1T Persod. Hello, I'm from Guyana, and I sent in all my documents since August 27, 2020 through the NVC, and I haven't received any response yet. Can you please reply to me and let me know if you can do anything for me? Well, thanks for the question. Unfortunately, there is nothing I can do here. Once you submit all the documents to NVC, and you just have to wait, because another thing is, I don't know if you are affected by the immigration suspension. If that's the case, you have to wait a little bit till that suspension is over. But the second thing is, I know the U.S. Consulate in Guyana resume visa services. So in case your petitioner is a U.S. citizen, well, you have to contact the U.S. Consulate to see if they receive your case from NVC, National Visa Center. But like I told one of the viewer earlier, once NVC schedule an appointment for you, they will notify you anyway. Okay, let's move to another question here. This one will come from Daniel. Let's see what Daniel has to say. Daniel can send this question. Hi John, got a confirmation email from NVC that all documents are accepted and waiting on the schedule interview at the U.S. Embassy on March 2020. Though the embassy not resume visa services, should I call NVC or the embassy? Well, like I just said, if NVC schedule an appointment for you, they will notify you anyway. So you feel free to call NVC and ask any question you want. If you want to check and see if they already send your document to the U.S. Consulate, you can do so. If you know for sure that U.S. Consulate resume visa services yet, then call NVC. But if you know the U.S. Consulate didn't resume visa services yet, don't bother to call NVC, because they're just gonna tell you, that they cannot do anything till the embassy resume visa services. Okay, so like I say, feel free to call NVC. But if you call the embassy, you can call the embassy too regarding any question you have. But like I say, if they don't resume visa services yet, there's nothing they will do. All right, so let's move to the last question, which will come from Baba. Baba Ano asked this question. Great video, USA Mondo. I have one question following my approval of separate I-130 for spouse and kids. Should I proceed to file on DS-260 separate or only spouse? Kids are under 10 years of age. What would you advise? Well, thanks for the question. One thing I noticed that for the DS-260, all qualify on family member and the principal applicant will file on the DS-260, which is the immigrant visa application. And I made a video the other day about on DS-260. That was on yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that video came on yesterday. You can check it out. You know, if you file a separate I-130 petition for your spouse and your kids, you know, it means that you are a U.S. citizen. And that point, since you have a different I-130 petition, and then you're gonna have a different DS-260, so they can get an immigrant visa to come to United States of America to join you, guys. That was the last question of today's video. Today I have I just checked on U.S. Consulate update of one particular country, and they resume visa services. If you want to know what that country is, let's go in front of my computer. Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you the U.S. Consulate that resume visa services. And before we do that, some of you guys who are new here, to come to this page, you're gonna tap on usembassy.gov in your browser, and then from here you choose the country. Okay, so the country we're gonna check on, actually I want to talk about today on where the U.S. Consulate resume visa services will be. Let's see. Let me see. That is Haiti. Okay, so let's check exactly what is going on. I received a lot of messages from you guys regarding Haiti, U.S. Embassy in Port-au-Prince. So I just click on their link. This is the website. I will click on visas and see exactly what is going on. Okay, so yep, boom, as you can see here on the page, they say the U.S. Embassy in Port-au-Prince thanks consular customers for their patience as we continually work to serve the public while mitigating the negative effect of the COVID-19 pandemic. Although we are only able to offer emergency immigrant and non-immigrant visa services at this time, we are hopefully that 2021 will bring a positive news regarding the pandemic, so we can implement a phase on reopening of routine visa services. Okay, so basically now they're offering emergency immigrant and non-immigrant visa services, which is like a partial visa services. They don't resume the full visa services yet, but some of you guys whose relative is in Haiti, who will go to visa interview or waiting for visa interview, especially if you are a U.S. citizen. Well, they are working on emergency immigrant and non-immigrant visa services at this time. Okay, so for some of you guys who are U.S. citizens, also for you guys, they resume all routine visa services. As you can see here, we are pleased to note that U.S. Embassy in Port-au-Prince has resumed all routine visa services for U.S. citizens in Haiti. Okay, so you need to contact the U.S. Embassy if you are U.S. citizen and then you need a visa services. Okay, for the rest of them, like I say, they resume emergency immigrant and non-immigrant visa services at this time. So you need to contact the U.S. Consulate in Haiti to see if they resume visa services in your category. Like I say, it's not, they didn't resume the full visa services, they're just partial visa services. And hopefully that's one of, that's a little bit of good news on some of you guys who will go to a visa interview in Haiti. All right, so that's what I want to talk about today. If you still want me to check a U.S. Consulate of your country, please let me know in the description below. That's it, guys, for today's video. I hope you guys love it, learn something from it. Well, if you've been watching my video and never subscribe, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button or hit my picture over here. Once again, my name is John. Whatever you do today, do it peacefully. Happy week ahead of you. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. Thanks for watching again. I'll talk to you guys on next Sunday.
USA Monde.